When winter blocks the high Himalayan passes, it's time to hit the open roads in the Western Ghats. As the high mountains go inaccessible, the Nilgiris come alive with lush green landscapes and winding routes, perfect for a road trip that's in no way less epic than the ones we do in the Himalayas. If you're looking for a scenic, crowd-free ride, nothing beats the winter journey through the misty, rolling hills of the Nilgiris. The core route starts from Mysore in Karnataka and ends in Satyamangalam in Tamil Nadu, passing through Wayanad in Kerala. So that's 3 states and over 400 kilometers of riding. You can finish the core route in like 3 days, eventually making it an extended weekend itinerary from Mysore or possibly even from Bangalore. See, if you start from Mysore and end in Mysore, it's a 600 kilometer trip. Bangaloreans will end up with a 1000 kilometer round trip, and Chennaiites will do a little less than a 2000 kilometer round trip. In 3 days, you will start from Mysore, take a safari inside Nagarhole Tiger Reserve, and then visit Tirunelli Temple, take a dip in Iruppu Falls, and then head to Kalpetta. Kalpetta is the most visited town in Wayanad, and from Kalpetta, you will pass through Sultan Batheri onto the other side of Ooty via Gudalur, and finally head to Mettupalayam via Kotagiri. The first day's ride will take you 120 kilometers through the northern side of the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. See, in Google Maps, you can set course to Nagarhole National Park Safari Gates. I'll leave the location pin in the description. See, the morning safari inside the park starts at 6 a.m. and the evening safari starts at 3:30 p.m. You have two options, a camper or a bus safari, which is like 1.5 hours long, and a jeep safari that is 3 hours long. To increase your chances of spotting a leopard or a tiger, it's better to take the jeep safari that costs about 2,200 rupees per person per safari. There are multiple homestays around the entry gate itself, or you can finish the safari and head towards Tirunelli Temple, which is about like 25 kilometers from the safari gates, and you have multiple hotels around the temple. If you start early from Mysore, you can take a dip in Iruppu Falls before embarking on the jungle safari in Nagarhole. If your road trip is around the weekend, it's better to visit the Iruppu Falls as early as possible in the morning, because during middays it attracts a lot of local crowd and it's like pretty crowded throughout the day. Day 2, you start the day with a visit to the Tirunelli Temple, which is arguably the oldest temple in all of Kerala, and then head towards South Wayanad. See, Wayanad has two zones. Once you cross Kutta and enter Tholpeti, you are at the Mananthavadi side of Wayanad, which is North Wayanad. Travel south, you reach the southern half of Wayanad at Kalpetta, which is at the distance of about 50 kilometers from the Tirunelli Temple. En route, you can take a small detour and visit the Kuruva Island. There is a bamboo boat ride and a park inside the Kuruva Island. See, the island itself is formed in between the Kabini rivers on all sides. You can then head towards Sultan Batheri from Kuruva. Before reaching the town, you can take a short detour again to Edakal Caves. It's a pre-civilization era cave that stays as an archive for ancient rock art. You can then proceed towards Ooty via Gudalur. And in Edakal Caves, it's a hike up a small hillock. So it takes like about half an hour for you to get up, and then another half an hour inside the cave, and then getting back. See, the whole point of a road trip is not the destination, but the journey itself. See, in other words, the prime focus is on the ride itself than where you reach at the end of it. Like any other hill station, Ooty has become a hotel town, and it has lost a majority of what it was sought after in the first place. See, if you are an offbeat traveler, you can stay in Gudalur. There are a few hotels and many homestays options there. The next day, you can cross Ooty and get to Kotagiri or Kunnur. Both Kotagiri and Kunnur are offbeats comparably and attract less crowd than downtown Ooty. See, I've already made a video on offbeat Ooty. Please check it out if you are interested in destinations that are less crowded around Ooty town. Day 3, you can head to Kodanad from Kotagiri and then start descending to Metupalayam. So, if you plan on returning on a Sunday, start descending at least by noon, as the roads will be jam packed with traffic all throughout from noon all the way till night. So, if you're heading back to Mysore, you can go straight through Mudumalai, Masinangudi, and then Bandipur. And if you're heading back to Bangalore, you can come down to Satyamangalam and then to Mettur, Dharmaburi, and finally you can head onwards to Bangalore. And Chennaiites can get back via Salem from Satyamangalam and then to Chennai. See, starting from Nagarhole all the way to Satyamangalam, the entire stretch is winding roads traversing the Nilgiris, which is an experience in itself. See, there are many other options if you want to extend this road trip. If you are interested, please leave a comment. I'll make a part 2 video of this one because I wanted to make this short. And that's it for now. See you in another video. Until then, ride more, ride safe. See you, buddy.